Music and me. Music and me. Music.
You're welcome once more to another music lesson with Mr. T. I want to specially welcome you here, and I'm glad to have you here in this lesson. I guess you still remember all we did in our previous lesson where we talked about the recorder. Before we go into today's lesson, I'm going to take a time out for you to quickly go grab your recorder, place it beside you so you can easily identify the parts we'll talk about.
Music and me. Music and me. Music.
Welcome back, my fabulous musicians. Now let's dive into the fantastic journey we have planned for today's class. In our last class, we learned about the recorder. In that lesson, we described the recorder and also highlighted the differences between the four major types of recorder. Remember the alto, tenor, soprano, and bass recorder. Well, in this lesson, we are going to identify the various parts of the recorder as well as stating the functions of the parts of the recorder. Hope you've got yours beside you. Okay. The recorder is basically divided into three parts: the head joint, the body, and the foot joint. You can see the pictures there: the head joint, the body, and the foot joint. Now, the head joint is the top part of the recorder. It consists of the mouthpiece and the window. The mouthpiece is the picture floating right on your screen. It is where the musician blows into the recorder to create airflow. It directs the air onto the edge of the window, creating vibrations that produce sound. This means that your recorder cannot produce sound without air blown into the mouthpiece. Alright, now let's talk about the window. You can see it in the picture. It's a narrow slit-like opening on the top of the recorder. When air is blown across the window's edge, it sets the air column in motion and then it produces sound, which means it is safe to say that it is the window that helps the recorder to produce sound. Alright, I want us to do a little practical. Take out your recorder, close the window of your recorder, and blow into it. I want you to blow into it as hard as you can. What sound did you get? Of course, it couldn't produce any sound because the window helps the recorder to produce sound. Moving on. Now let's talk about the body of the recorder. The body of the recorder consists of the finger holes and the thumb hole. The finger holes, these holes change the pitch of the notes produced, so it is also called tone holes. Alright, the finger holes also called the tone holes, while the thumb hole is the single hole you find at the back of your recorder. It is used to control the lower octave notes and improve the instrument's tuning. And lastly, the foot joint. The foot joint is the lower part of the recorder. It often includes the final finger hole and helps to extend the instrument's range. Okay, that's it about today's lesson on the parts of the recorder. I want you to bring your recorder to every of our music classes so you can practice, and also I want you to try to answer the questions of the quiz questions on the portal. Remember, the more you practice, the more you become perfect. So don't get tired of practicing, and thank you for joining this class. I would like to see you again in our next class. Please, until then, I want you to practice covering your thumb hole with your left thumb. Yes, cover your thumb hole with your left thumb and blow lightly into the recorder. Till I come your way again, it's Mr. T saying, keep enjoying the music.
They can't separate my music from me.